Look who has come to join me. It's the one and only Foxes!
Wow.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Foxes just told me that when she saw me on screen, she thought it was her. I'm really pleased with that.
No, I didn't. You were looking really great. I wasn't. I don't today. But no, I was like, it was weird. I think it's the fringe.
It's the fringe.
That's
But
what
I'm
worked
growing
out.
mine out, and someone said to me it's called a gringe, which is growing out your fringe. Get it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, grinning, fringe twinning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How long have you had that hairstyle, and would you ever change it?
Never, not in a minute. I've had this hairstyle, I feel like I've had it since I was like 2, genuinely.
Were you
saw my
born with a
forehead.
fringe?
My mum saw my forehead and she was just like, let's get that out. Let's just give you a fringe. No, she didn't. But no, I made the decision myself, and I've been devoted to having a fringe ever since. Yeah.
We have to talk about your personal style because you're a beautiful girl. You got picked up by H&M as well.
Yeah, it was like a music collaboration. So it was their music, their kind of festival season sort of line. So I helped with that, which was really fun. And then yeah, I was like the face of it for quite a while, which was really odd. And I didn't think that it was going to be like that. So I kind of walked into like Westfield one day and I was like, what?
It's
and
me!
It genuinely felt like, it just kind of felt like a Truman Show or something. I was like, that's just too weird. Someone's just planted my face all over.
Did you have lots of selfies with yourself?
No.
No!
That would have looked really creepy.
Was your mum not like, that's my daughter?
Yeah, my mum got quite a few selfies. Yeah, it was quite mad.
Okay.
It's gone now. I think Katy Perry's taken it over.
Oh, Katie, who. So autumn, winter, what is your one key piece that we should all have in our wardrobes?
That is a very good question. I'm loving the over-the-knee boot.
Yes.
But the flat boot that's over the knee.
Oh, okay.
But I recently saw a picture of Jane Birkin, actually, in like the 70s, and she wore jeans, but with an over-the-knee boot, and it looked like high-waisted jeans with over-the-knee boot, and it looked amazing.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of like wrapping up, keeping warm.
Okay.
It's very sensible.
Well, let's move on to your music, because you are here to perform your single, Better Love, from your second album, All I Need.
Yeah.
How is this new album different to your first?
Well, it's very different to the first one. I think when you write a first album, you kind of have all of your life to write it. So this one I didn't have as long, but this one it's really, really personal. And it's kind of like I've put my diary out there for everyone to read, which is really, really creepy. And and kind of scary, but I kind of, that's just how I write, and it's always very honest. So there's like a mix of music in it. It's kind of like, some of it's kind of, quite stripped back and cinematic, and some of it's quite euphoric and a lot more upbeat.
You have really amazing music videos. All of your, I've seen them all. They're brilliant. So who comes up with those ideas?
Thank you. I do usually, so I write.
I will take all the credit.
That sounds really bad. No, I work with obviously incredible directors. I got to work with a wonderful director on the last video I did called Kinga Berza, who is
I know
amazing.
Kinga, yeah, she's
great.
Her? She's done some beautiful, beautiful videos.
She's so amazing, and she's, I mean, I'm someone who doesn't really like being in front of the camera, but she's just like, makes you feel really confident, and really, she really knows how to make, like women kind of the best of them kind of show. So she's amazing. But I'll usually write like most of the treatments myself, and then work with the director. So,
amazing. Just lastly, I have to get this really amazing fact in because it's so brilliant. When you performed Happy, the cover on Radio 1's Live Lounge, Pharrell Williams called you up and said, would you come on my European tour?
Yes, he did, which is still like, I still just kind of, I couldn't believe it then, and now I'm just like, I still can't quite believe it. But it was amazing, and I don't know how he saw my Live Lounge.
Well, I have a tape actually that I'm going to be giving you to give to him after, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. We're going to be seeing you perform Better Love later on.
Yes. Thank you.
So as you know, today is all about raising money. 1 in 2 of us will be diagnosed with cancer at some point in our life, and we need to do everything we can to shorten these odds. Sadly, cancer does not discriminate against age. It can happen to anyone. We're about to show a VT about a beautiful young girl called Ruby. Please don't click away. We really want you to hear her story.
They told us it was a tumour, so they didn't say it was cancer.
I've never seen anything so evil or so cruel occur so naturally and with no warning. And just to see it happening with your child is just so wrong.
Nothing can prepare you for it, really. You know, watching your child die, it's one of the cruelest situations you can be in.
Ruby was very loving, very affectionate, just very gentle girl. She was just a very normal 10-year-old child, and then suddenly, out of the blue, she's got this dreadful disease. You know that children do get cancer. You never, ever imagine it's going to happen to your child. We were given the choice there and then. The choices are that we can stay in the hospital, and Ruby dies in the hospital, or we can go to the children's hospice, or we can take her home.
We wanted to look after ourselves, and we wanted us to be at home.
You know, towards the end, she was getting a little bit, you know, why does cancer have to happen to me? You know, I hate cancer, she was saying, and I say, well, you know, I hate cancer too.
Even almost at the bitter end, you always expect some kind of miracle. I remember her being born, I saw her draw her first breath, and I saw her draw her last breath as well. Burying a child is it's just not one of those things you're supposed to do, really. It does feel like she's just been taken, really, and for nothing, for no cause, no reason. That's the overriding feeling, it's just it wasn't fair.
It's just a physical pain, and you hear people say how painful grief is, and it really just hurts.
It's like a deep pit. I'm constantly teetering on the edge of it. If I kind of, you know, give in to the sort of self-pity, then I feel like I'm never going to get out of it.
The fact that it is so painful and it is so hard just means that we love her an awful lot, and we still do.
You know, we talk about Ruby all the time with them. We don't really want them to forget about Ruby.
Jemima still looks up to Ruby as a big sister. She still wants to do the things that Ruby did. I sometimes get caught out by just seeing Ruby's friends doing everyday things. Just doing what Ruby should be doing now. Don't ever assume it's not going to happen to you. Don't ever think that you're untouchable, because it is indiscriminate and it just doesn't care.
People will ask, you know, how do you get over it? How do you get through it? Well, you just don't.
We were lucky to have Ruby in the first place, and lucky to have the chance to do so many things with her.
You can donate £10, £5 or £3 now by simply texting stand 10, stand 5 or stand 3 to 70404. Or donate online at standuptocancer.org.uk/YouTube. Please ask the bill payer's permission. 100% of your donation goes directly to research.